Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you. I think it's Wednesday. I hope you're excited about being an early adopter of this new asset class that is the digital asset space. You and I, my friends, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we are winning, my friends. We are winning. So listen, guys, we're going to go over the market because the market is doing what the market does. We're going to cover a couple of tweets from Charles Gasparino, who just laid down an excellent tweet again, kind of like a three-tweet thread. We'll share that once again for those of you who might have missed yesterday's video. And he was on Fox, Mr. Cavuto, I believe the guy's name is. He laid some stuff out there. There's a new Ripple commercial on Twitter. You got to go to Ripple's Twitter page and find the commercial. I'll share the tweet, but not the video, because I think I'll get a copyright strike if I share the video. Very, very odd. So in any case, we'll go over that as well. Gary Gensler is he's definitely being called out. His actions between him and Clayton is definitely being called out by Charles Gasparino. He is not letting it go. And that is really, really cool. So again, guys, congrats to each and every one of you. We made this happen by being consistent and persistent, by saying, you know, if I retweet this with a comment, it matters. You know, if I heart this tweet, it matters. If I like a video on this exposing the obvious collusion and corruption, it matters. If I join in the John Deaton class action lawsuit, it matters. There's up to 42,000 people there now. What you do matters, guys. Never let anyone tell you that it doesn't. Never let anyone tell you that you can't make a difference. It's the power of you and the strength of us that made this happen. So congratulations to each and every one of you. Let's go over the market, by the way. This is your XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. So the total market cap right now is 2.38 trillion, 2.38 trillion. Bitcoin is at $55,295. Ethereum is at $3,478. Binance Coin is at $462. Cardano is at $2.13. So XRP is at $1.10, and Solana is $146.95. Polkadot's $35. Dogecoin's 22 cents, still in the top 10. Terra Luna is at $36. Shiba Inu, 7 days, all the way down from 200 and something percent to 69.4% on the 7 day. Darn it. Uniswap's at $24. Avalanche is at $55. And Algorand, I guess we'll start putting that price out as well now that they're going to be an F asset on Flare networks. Wow. Got rid of all my algo. Bummer. $1.73. And let's go to Polygon. Polygon is at $1.22. Look, Stellar Lumen is still up double figures on the 7 day. That's great at 36 cents. So that is the market, guys. Just a quick recap of the market. Let's go over a couple of tweets from that dude, Charles Gasparino. We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you taking your time, your energy, and resources to bring light to the possible corruption and collusion that took place at the SEC with Clayton, Henman, Gensler, and it looks like even Gensler back then. So let's do, which one do I want to show first? Let's show this one first, where Charles was kind of going at it in a video here when he was on Fox. It says Charles Gasparino breaks down complicated situation of crypto regulation, Fox Business video. So let's share this. Let's share this. What's going on? All right. only takes a refresh. Now it went back to the whole thing. All right, here we go. I guess it doesn't matter what I do. Let me heart this thing. There it is.
All right. Normally, when you call an investment worthless, which Jamie Dimon did when referring to crypto, you'd think, all right, he wants nothing to do with it. But his firm, well, that's a bit of a different issue there. Charlie Gasparino, and maybe some mixed messages. What's going on?
And by the way, running in conflict from Gary Gensler. I mean, Gary Gensler wants to crack down on crypto, but the one crypto he likes is the one, apparently, the one that Dimon says is worthless, and that's Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little background here. This is exclusive stuff. We're going to probably write it up for foxbusiness.com. But in 2018, Gensler actually met with then SEC Chair Jay Clayton about crypto regulation in 2018.
Wow.
He argued to Clayton, from what we understand, that Bitcoin should not come under SEC scrutiny, that it's definitely a currency, or a commodity. It should not be regulated, and he basically argued others should be. So that's the green light for Bitcoin. You'll probably trace it from a regulatory standpoint back to 2018 when Gensler, then an MIT professor, and by the way, the MIT had a special sort of group that studied, that it was a kind of a think tank at MIT that was very heavily into the Bitcoin blockchain. Yeah. So he was advocating for Bitcoin back then. And it's funny, after what happened after that, 2018, a few months later, there's a guy who gives a speech, the guy who ran corporate finance, Bill Hinman at the SEC, where he argues that Bitcoin is not a security, does not need to be regulated by the SEC, along with Ethereum, another big crypto, but others might need regulation. So that's where you trace the modern regulation, I think, of Bitcoin, of blockchain, and the SEC's involvement. These meetings between Gensler, Clayton, and as you know, Clayton actually sued Ripple when he was SEC chair because of their crypto. So basically what you have is the SEC out there deeming two of these things not securities, no regulation, but others might be, and that's where we are today. So now Gensler is trying to get his arm around it. On top of all that, you have Jamie Dimon throwing a curveball, saying that this thing is worthless.
Do you think he's saying that as strategy, leave it alone, it's not worth your time?
It could be. Now, you know, J.P. Morgan kind of talks out of both sides of its mouth, right? It's looking to develop its own cryptocurrency, its own sort of platform, decentralized platform. And at the same time, it says Bitcoin is worthless. I don't think the Bitcoin is worthless. It may not be worth $60,000 a Bitcoin, but
people who talk to you are saying it could be a pop up to $100,000.
Well, just technically.
Yeah.
So I think Jamie needs to better understand. Right. You need to better understand what he says. But a big story here, okay, with him weighing in on this, is the regulation of crypto, whether the SEC is picking winners and losers in crypto, given a free pass to Bitcoin, Ethereum, but not Ripple and XRP. And I'll tell you, our viewers who are holding these things are going nuts because they don't know which security net system is going to be deemed a security, which crypto is going to be, and then they decline in value because you can't trade it, or you need to disclose stuff. It's a very complicated situation.
It's a great job from Charles Gasparino there, willing to take on the fight, willing to participate. And I think the greatest thing about what he's doing is he's objective. You know, he's not jumping on a side. He's just stating the facts. He's just pointing to, this smells kind of fishy, right? And so I think it's important. But just check out this video here where Warren Davidson actually commented from this video here that I think we've seen it before. DAI shared this. And Warren Davidson said, what if there were a body somewhere that could pass a law so that we wouldn't need to rely on regulation by enforcement or threat, or on a patchwork of judicial opinions? It's time for Congress to pass the Token Taxonomy Act to bring legal clarity to digital assets. Listen to Gary Gensler and what he says in 2018 and what he's really kind of saying now.
Did somebody give you Bitcoin? Did somebody give you Ether when you're selling your token? Do you have a common enterprise? I probably made some news earlier this week saying I think Ether itself, or the Ethereum Foundation, in 2014 passed this test, but that's in essence because they took Bitcoin for Ether. There was a common enterprise. I'm talking 2014, the Ethereum Foundation. There was a reasonable expectation of profits right in their offering. There was a 50% appreciation in the 42-day offering. And it was relying on the efforts and promoters of others. In essence, the Ethereum Foundation, or maybe a few months later when Joe Lubin set up Consensus, but on others. Now, the Securities Exchange Commission will sort that through, and they'll sort through not just the 1,000 ICOs, but they're actively looking at all the large cap tokens. And they should, because the market needs clarity. The
market needs clarity. Now, I understand that nothing has changed. Nothing has been written. No new laws, no rules from the SEC has changed since 2018. Nothing new since 2018. Nothing. Again, nothing the SEC has put out. Nothing. Some kind of rules to provide clarity since 2018 when he said that it needs clarity. And yet today, he hasn't come up with a single thing and is saying that I think that it's totally clear. I think it is perfectly clear. I think there is huge clarity. This guy, this is why I started the tweet, Gary Gensler is not your friend. This is why I did it, because this is about political ascension. The change in here, where he was, remember, this dude wasn't publicly elected. He was privately selected. And what do you think comes with that? He can't select himself. Do you really think it was the POTUS who just went around, who just woke up one morning and just decided this is who I'm going to have? No, the candidates are provided. They're provided to the POTUS, Biden. They're provided to him. And who provides it is the question. Who provides that list of prospective candidates? They put him where they need him. That's the game. It's always been that way. That is the game. Why the 180? You got to ask yourself, why the 180?
As to whether Ether is or is not a security. It could exist for months, but at some point in time, it's worthwhile to sort of settle that down or have it fall into the courts and have some district court or appellate court address it.
And they knew 100% I am without question. They knew that they were going to go on after XRP. We showed the footage, we showed the video, we showed the tweets, exposing the fact that they knew Joseph Lubin was like, yeah, they're ready to go after a certain crypto. Joseph Lubin. Yeah, we're getting ready to go after a certain, they're getting ready to go after a certain one. They knew. Here's Charles Gasparino's 1/3 of a thread. Three-tweet thread here I'm going to share with you. John Deaton, that pit bull, John Deaton shared this as well. An independent, unbiased journalist who won't just accept no comment and then move on. Huge kudos to the team at Fox Business. Here it is here. Here's their thread. In March, it says scoop. In March of 2018, Gary Gensler, then of MIT, met with SEC Chair Jay Clayton to discuss crypto regulation. Why? You're just a dude at MIT. You're just a professor at MIT. Why are you meeting with Jay Clayton? You're not at the CFTC any longer. You're doing the private thing. You're educating yourself so that they can put you where they need you. How is it that he's meeting with Jay Clayton to discuss crypto regulations, stating Bitcoin should not be considered a security? Who is he to say that? but the SEC should crack down on other aspects of the biz. Sources confirmed to Fox Business. They confirmed it. The meeting occurred at Jay Clayton's office just 3 months before former SEC corporate finance chief Bill Hinman gave a speech at the Yahoo Finance Conference, providing his view that Ethereum and Bitcoin are not securities, but that others may be. You got to get that. They're going to say that some are not securities, but others may be. So how did you come to this conclusion that Ethereum is not a security? That's what we all want to know. And they won't say a thing. We have to just merely expose the SEC and the corruption and the collusion that is going on there. We have to do it. But that others may be. Clayton provided input into the Hinman speech. Clayton provided input into the Hinman speech. I have confirmed this, says Charles Gasparino. In 2020, the Clayton SEC filed, then Clayton filed charges against Ripple, alleging its use of XRP to build out its platform violated securities law. Total, the absolute attacking of one crypto and giving the pass to the others. This is what happened here. And it's because they wanted Ethereum to win. It's because of the billion dollar play made by, I don't know if it was Andreessen or it was the other VC firm that Clayton went to. Jay Clayton, Bill Hinman, and Gary Gensler had no comment. They had no comment. Of course they have no comment. What are they going to say? That is the dirty, nasty truth. But let's go to something a little positive to remind us all, and we'll end this video with this, how early we are, how blessed we are to have put in our due diligence, done our homework, done our own research, and participated in the digital asset space. Kevin K shared this. I love it. Boom, he says, I edited up a clip from their video and added subtitles. All right, well, if you did, shout out to you. You got some good video skills here. So let's take a listen to that dude, Raoul Pal, who has, I think, one of the better perspectives and mindset on this space of most people that, kind of were kind of on the outside in. Now he's got a bunch of, right? He is like a lot of his net worth in Bitcoin and Ethereum and others. He's got a portfolio of crypto. Let's take a listen to this.
Net scaling becomes, it was growing at 63% a year and there was 140 million users of the internet.
The internet.
In 2021, there are 140 million crypto users and it's growing at 113% a year.
Jesus.
Double the speed. Then everybody who takes this opportunity will probably have the biggest opportunity in history. The internet from 1990 to 2000 grew at 63% a year. That was the fastest adoption of any technology in all recorded history. Prior to that, mobile phones was the other one. But what happens is the internet technology and the mobile phone technology allows for these networks to be built. And once that network's in place, it's faster to build the next network. So in India, for example, they've just basically given out free data to every mobile phone in India. So guess what? Data usage is the highest in the world. And so their internet scaling becomes faster. So the internet was huge, as we all know, and it remains huge. So at 63% a year, it then flattened out over time as more and more people got adopted. So at 1997, it was growing at 63% a year and there was 140 million users of the internet. In 2021, there are 140 million crypto users and it's growing at 113% a year.
Jesus.
Double the speed. Now, this is where humans struggle. Linear numbers and exponential numbers. Because it's exponential, it means that growing at 113% a year, we're going to go from 140 million people to 1 billion people by 2024.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
So
So when you go back and how you introduced all of this, so if you know that something is being adopted at this speed and it's a network of money at its core, and you can buy an infinitesimal fraction of it, so everybody can buy 10% of their net worth, then everybody who takes this opportunity will probably have the biggest opportunity in history. It was growing at 63.
The biggest opportunity in history. That's where we are, guys. Listen, I am going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. That old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. The battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya.